Alright guys, welcome to another video. So in this video I'll be showing you the most important things that you need to know before you start designing on Canva. So I'll show you as much of the functionalities as I can. So if you've not subscribed yet, please hit the subscribe button, and if you've done that before, please hit the notification button. It really helps us a lot, gives us a lot of motivation to do this. Let's get into the video. Firstly, we're going to start from the left hand side down to the right hand side. Firstly, what do we see here? We see our templates, elements, upload, text, photo, styles, and more. Templates is just the pre-made design by Canva for you to get started and for you to use as you please. It can be customized however you want. So let's just pick this out and use this as our example for today. So next we go into the elements. Now the element is where you find your logos, your SVGs, your icons, your stickers, your GIFs, even your audios. You can get audios from your element if you're wondering where you can get your audios from. So that's just basically it. You can get your chat and a lot of other things that you need. Okay, let's go into upload. Now for upload, it's a part of the interface that allows you to bring in your file from your PC or your device. As you can see, you can import your images or whatever image you need to import into your design. Now next we go into the text. They give you default text like the heading text, the header text, the subheading text, and the normal text, but they give you a lot more different variations and font combinations that you can use. This is the neon text and much more, but the ones with the crowns are the ones for the pro version. So yes, Canva is actually paid too, so you don't have to actually pay for Canva to use Canva, so that's fine. Now let's go into images or photos. Now photos is where you get both the images that you need for your design or your background, just whatever you need, you can get it on the images. So we're going to make use of it. So just drag and drop this. So that's just how to add an image to your design. Now let's get into style. Now the styles are just for your color palettes, the type of color that you are using or that you're going to use throughout the entire design, and your fonts. So that's basically it. So let's just move a bit to the right, and now we have the undo button and the redo button. So if I click on the undo button, it takes back the image, but I actually want the image right there, so I'm just going to click that back. And then we have the auto save function. Well, you don't actually have to do anything with it, but it's a very great option that allows the interface to save your design wherever you stop and have the internet capacity. So next, let's move to today's color. So you can change the color of whatever you want by just clicking on this. You get a limited number of colors, but you can actually create your own colors that you want. So you can just type in the hex code, something like this, and it will get you a color that you need. Or you can just go into this and however you want. So Canva is a very flexible tool that allows you to do a lot with simple functionalities. So let's move on. And then we have the animate button. Now the animate button is more like the transition button, because if you're making like a presentation or a slideshow, then this would be very nice to have. But since it's just a static design that I'm going to be creating, I'm not going to be needing this. So as you can see the example of the preview. So let's go on to the next. Now we have positions. Now positions is a function that allows you to place your elements either upwards, backwards, or arrange your elements how you want it to be. Now if I click to the front, okay, now we have forward. Forward is just like one step forward. So if, as you can see, the text that was here has been moved to the back. So but if I click to the front, so it's going to cover every other thing, so you are pushing it to the very front over every other element. So let me just take that back. So let me just undo that. All right, so I think you've gotten the idea about that. Now before we go to the next functions over here, let's just go accordingly. Now we have for duplicate pages. Now you can duplicate your page and make slight adjustments to your design, so you can have like multiple type of designs that have the same feel but just different colors. And okay, let me just show you how. Alright, so there's a function here that says change all. So whatever element that is the same and you have like double of like this star, you can just click on change all and it will do that across all the elements like that. So but it will affect even the ones at the top, so it's not something like I advise. So just try and do them one by one. And yeah, so there are some things in Canva you have to do manually, so just keep that in mind. Now you can see just different variations but the same feel about the design. I know they look ugly, but this is just for example sakes. So now let's go into the images and the background. Now you can edit the image like you would normally do on an image editor. So from here you can increase the brightness, the contrast, so edit it the way you want, and can just blur it. You can just blur the image and make it look more like a background. So you can do a lot of things with this. It has a lot of functions, quite limited, but it's good enough for what you want to do on Canva. So and next up we have the crop function. Now this crop function works more if I show you with elements or something that is not acting as a background. So if I crop this down and I click on done, so no matter how much I increase this, the image is not going to show up in full. So it has been cropped. Let me just undo this and get back. All right, so we have the flip function. So you can flip vertically, horizontally, or any way you want it. Already talked about this animate function, so I think that's that about it. And then we have this function. We have this function to reduce the opacity of the element and increase. This is to add links. This is to add links to your other projects or outside Canva. Especially if you are doing like a presentation and you want to link them to your portfolio, you could just put in the link and it will take them there. And this is the lock function, which locks out the element from the whole design, and you can't actually do anything on it. You can't move, you can't change anything. So that's one of the functions. And let me unlock that. But this is a duplicate function. As you can see, it makes the exact same element, so you can play around with this and just do what you want to do with this. So and then we have the delete. So to delete any element that you don't want in your design. So that is that about that. And then we go on to the text. Now there's a wide array of fonts in their library, so down to Z and more. So you can also increase the font by either clicking on the number and putting it in, or you could just click on the plus and minus button to reduce and increase the font. So you can change the text color by going into this place and just clicking on any color that you desire. And you can also make it stylish by clicking on the italics. So you can align your text however you want, to the left, in the middle, to the right, and back to the center. So you can also have a list type of text. So if you're making like a plan or a daily plan or something like that, you can just make like a list design. So what else? All right, we also have the effect. The effects are actually quite limited compared to a lot of text editors, but you get some control over it. Or I don't really fancy the effects in the text editor, so well, you can try it out if you want to. And then so you can underline and capitalize or turn it to lowercase. So that's basically that about the design. And to view your design in full view, you can go to the bottom right and click on the two arrows, and you'll be able to see your design in full view. So if you're enjoying this video, please do hit the like button and the subscribe button, because it really encourages us to make more videos like this for you guys. So if you have any question, you can just leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be keen to answer as much as possible. Now let's go to the share button up here. So this is where you can download your design. You can either copy the link and send to someone to make an adjustment, and you can send the template link, but the template link I think is for pro users. So you can also share this through Gmail or through someone else that is using Canva already. You can just send it directly to them, and then you can download it by clicking on download here. You can't have a transparent background or compress the file, because that's for premium users, and you can't resize your work. So just make sure you pick the right size before you begin. You can also share on social media directly. And one more thing, once you have more than one page, automatically they allow you to download both of them together. So when you download them together, okay, let's see. So we've come to the end of the video, and yes, that's basically what you need to know about Canva as a beginner. So during your trip or your journey using Canva, you'll learn lots and lots of new things that you can do. So what I advise for you is to go into YouTube and search for tips and tricks for Canva to make your work process even shorter and easier. So that's all for today, and I'll be seeing you in the next video. So that's all for today, and I'll be seeing you in the next video.